My name is Kurly Tlapoyawa. I'm an Indigenous Chicano archaeologist researching the Southwest, Mesoamerica, and the connections between the two regions. In 2019, I was part of a group of archaeologists and Pueblo weavers from New Mexico and Arizona who traveled together to Oaxaca, Mexico. There, we were privileged to receive and share knowledge with amazing indigenous textile artisans, keepers of traditional knowledge who I consider the guardians of the Purple Kingdom.
La pura tela con esto, en blanco.
Ah, sí.
Ah, para preparar la tela.
Para preparar la tela.
Y esa tela ya estaba hervido en algo.
Ya está hervido en alumbre.
Okay, so preparing the cloth, that cloth had already been boiled in water with alumbre, with alum in it.
Okay.
And then he hung it up, and then he put it over here.
Okay.
So it already went through that step.
Pues de un pueblo por acá cercano que se llamaba Chichicapa,
Ajá.
que era lana cardeada a mano y también hecho torcido a mano.
Ujú.
Ahorita lo compramos del estado de Puebla,
Sí.
pero ya lo hacen en
Taller de fábrica, ¿no?
fábricas.
You say it's kind of like mole?
All dyers have different recipes, kind of like making mole. Some of them use, I use some
Mira que es
mezcal,
verde.
some use certain kinds of trees, fruit barks.
He boils over 2 or 3 hours, is that right?
No, it used to take them 2 or 3 hours to get the water to boil. Oh yes, this will be an hour and a half or 2 hours to
Sí, tiene que ser más tiempo para que... Ya si uno quiere cambiar el color un poquito más, este es sal de mar.
Now, if you want to change the color a little bit, this is sea salt. Hey, that looks like what we've been eating.
Starting with the reds.
Este es de índigo. Este es índigo más fuerte, índigo otro. Y ese es el reverso.
And then here's the inverse.
Ese es el reverso.
Ah, sí.
So they do it like
Es el reverso. Y ese es el lado, el derecho.
Yeah. Modern adaptation. She said we weren't changing, but this is hand spun wool, and this specific kind of wapil would be wedding wapil. And yes, the colors ran like that because the access to the dyes in the period when these were being made, they're aniline dyes and they're not color fast. He's for making a shawl. Ajá, pásalo para que.
And did they make that?
Ajá, más delgadito
Yeah,
cuando es.
¿Quién hilo es?
Otra señora. Ajá.
She said one of our group spun that. So that's all hand spun.
That's all hands.
Por eso lo tiene que tener parado. Do you work then in sections?
Yeah. That's how you join it.
Aquí es una foto que están uniendo. What are we joining here? 2 pieces?
You link it together.
Ah, donde se van juntando de arriba hacia abajo, abajo hacia arriba. Y esa es la parte final.
Ujú. Ah, ya,
Buen truco.
Sí, pues es que la aguja, casi es lo que hacemos nosotros. Bueno, en mi caso lo que hago también con una aguja y ir cortando los hilos para que se cierre bien.
Ajá, ajá.
Enormes los telares.
Es enorme.
The ladies.
En
El año.
el año,
Pero que puede hacer un buen.
sí,
Quizás los 60.
ahorita tengo 64 años.
Ah, ok. Entonces más después, porque no creo que tenía usted 4 años cuando pasaba el camino.
Este sí, es encino. Este es encino.
Ah, so this is oak.
She said no, it's not the broomstick. The broomstick bends over. It doesn't. It won't stand the pressure.
So what type of wood is it?
That is oak.
Oak,
The bar ends are oak, yeah.
Todos son de cualificación.
So is this your first time in Oaxaca?
Hopefully not the last.
Have you been to Mexico before?
Nope.
No, so it's your first time in Mexico.
Yep, first time
Period. That's cool.
I'm gonna try some of these new techniques into my styles. So I'm gonna expand now thanks to this.
So you're seeing stuff that you like.
I'm seeing stuff that I can do, yeah. Just like the back strap, I know I can do the back strap. I see how it's done. I can do it. And as for the way they're weaving their dresses, I could be a lot of help on making them wider. You know what I mean? Just like at the other place we just visited too. She saw how wide the looms were. She never seen it that way. So I don't know over here if they've seen an upright loom or not. You know, where you could tie it on the ceiling and use rocks to hold it down, which would probably make it a lot faster than how they're doing it, because they've probably never seen how we've done it. So maybe you can share each other's information and help.
My name is Mary Wiaki. I'm on this trip, and it's a wonderful trip. I've learned so much from day one. I think that the diversity of cultures, the exchange of cultural, religious aspects into the weavings, the meanings and definitions of the colors, the regalia, the usage of what they have left and what we have left is almost on a similar scale. We're all trying to revive these levels of artistry, but not only artistry, but the native part of the regalia. And having the other natives, I've seen a difference in the people we visit. They feel more comfortable because there's natives. There's people of color with these outsiders. And I just feel it, you know. I mean, I kind of joke around, but they let me sing with them and talk to them and laugh with them, and then they ever relax. You know, they're not stressed out. They trust us. So they trust to say things in front of us that they probably wouldn't say in front of anybody else. That's how I feel.
Ya ninguno teje la figura más antigua. Es que si no era mucho, creo que
nobody's leaving the old designs. They're all trying to find. No, I don't have the old design on.
No pensaba mucho, sino nada más ellos sí copiaban. Pero ahora están implementando mucho más
She said,
figuras.
we used to just copy old designs, but now we're just bringing in all sorts of new designs.
Can you ask, when do women get their first looms? And do they always have the same one?
Pregunta aquí el compañero que ¿cuándo es que recibe su primer telar? ¿Como a qué edad? Y que si siempre tejen en el mismo telar.
Empezamos con un telar chiquito.
We start with a little teeny loom.
Principalmente aprendemos lo que es manejar el telar, nada más así casi lo blanco
You just
y
start
liso,
with a little loom with
sin
plain weave.
figuras. Aprendemos a tejer con un telar chiquitito y ya conforme uno va acostumbrando a hacer movimientos, si uno no sabe tejer, esto cuesta mucho trabajo.
This process of lifting, what she's doing right now,
y les cuesta, si uno no sabe tejer,
technique if you don't know how to
es
weave yet.
muy difícil hacer el movimiento. Primero aprendemos a tejer
So then we have to learn how to
puro
weave that way.
liso y ya que domina uno, pues ya nos ponen un telar un poquito más ancho.
And once you're good at that, then you get a little
6,
wider loom at around 6 years of age, depending on the
desde
kid.
los 6
6 years,
hasta los 8 años
8
van
years,
aprendiendo a tejer
are learning
y
to
ya
weave.
la misma persona aprende con las figuras básicas
And then you start learning with the basic figures, designs.
y ya que ya sabe, cuando ya la niña ya domina, ella ya solo va sacando sus figuritas.
And once she's got the hang of those basic designs, then she'll just start making her own figures. She doesn't need to be taught anymore. She gets it.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
How's your day been?
Fantastic.
What was your highlights thus far?
I would say in general, for me, seeing the interactions between the native people on the trip, the indigenous people here, has been remarkable to me.
Pero esta técnica es muy antigua.
Sí, me imagino que sí.
Se llama tramas envolvientes.
Ajá.
Solamente estoy trabajando con así de hilo nada más.
Para poder. Sí, porque esta le dieron 3 envolturas en un solo jalón para que y pero también lo envuelven tanto vertical, trama y siempre, sí, sí, tanto vertical como horizontal se fue envolviendo y sí está muy padre. Más o menos les platico que el huipil representa el universo, ¿no?
So she said basically the huipil represents the universe.
Y es se hace toda una vida desde el nacimiento.
It transverses through a whole life from birth,
Empezamos a tejer de este lado,
starting here,
nacemos,
where we were born.
Y ya que terminamos de tejer hasta 2 figuras acá,
After we've done 2 figures,
la vuelta el telar y ya empezamos a tejer de este lado.
And then we turn the loom over and we start weaving on the opposite
como
side.
todo es un principio y un fin, así vamos avanzando, plasmamos todo el universo y terminamos acá. Termina con la muerte de este lado.
Como lo blanco. Okay.
Ya cuando terminamos lo blanco acá.
We weave all the way to the other side and we end with death, which is this white.
Y ya que tenemos todos estos pedacitos acá de chiquito, ya no nos da espacio para hacer figuras.
Also the loom, we can't technically weave figures in that area.
Y sobre todo, este es un telar cerrado, no cortamos ni nada, sino como empezamos, así tenemos que regresar, pero entonces ya se hace muy, ya
muy
no
reducido.
Tenemos casi espacio, ya se hace muy cerrado.
And when you're getting to that end,
tenemos que tejer con palitos muy delgaditos.
It's a very reduced space to weave, and you weavers know this, right? And so then we're just using little teeny sticks to finish this piece up.
Nos deja tejer lo liso, lo blanco, y entonces ya tejemos hasta donde se pueda tejer, ya muy reducido, hasta donde entran los palos,
as much as we can possibly get the sticks in.
Cuando ya
And
no
then
cabe
when we
ningún
take it
palo,
off,
lo sacamos y ya se rellena con una finita, se rellena, por eso queda medio jaladito.
Por eso que hace espacio blanco, para que
Ahí
ya no puede meterle.
es la parte terminal de todo huipil, porque estos no se cortan, son las piezas más enteras que hay. Entonces,
Okay.
Bueno, pues nosotros somos un grupo de años.
We have been a group of artisans for years.
Y casi prácticamente somos del grupo textile, pues, lo que es el textil de Santa María.
We're basically the group of weavers in this village that's left.
Y desde con el algodón empezamos otra vez a rescatarlo.
We have done work of reviving or rescuing cotton.
Hace aproximadamente como unos 5 años.
Starting about 5 years ago.
El algodón blanco y coyuche.
White and coyuche, which is brown. She's showing us here. It's disappearing because there aren't that many people who want to buy it anymore. She said the winds of change have hit our community very strongly, definitely including the way that people dress. So without realizing it, we've been losing our identity bit by bit.
Pero pues el grupo está en esa luz de querer restablecer otra vez lo que era antes.
So our group has been trying to change this and to bring back what Zacatepec was before in terms of textiles.
Mini.
Ajá. Tamanya pati
There we go.
Tutso'o. Tutso'o. Shitu.
Well, if you could explain to her, in the
Tokane.
Southwest, we also have backstrap looms that are very, very old. And I'm interested in what are the types of qualities of the woods from different pieces. What type of qualities are you looking for, but then also the wood.
Entonces dice, mire, es que nosotros que hemos estudiado en el sur y en el suroeste sí se han encontrado telares de cintura ahí también en la actividad, Entonces ahí están las maderas. Y lo que yo estoy queriendo entender es que cuáles son las distintas cualidades de las maderas. No solo cuál es la madera,
¿Y esto también es kata? Kata también.
Cada madera se escoge por algún propósito. Ese, a lo mejor,
Tushillo.
más largo, a lo mejor
Tushillo.
Tushillo.
¿Cuáles son las características que quieren en estas
¿Cómo se dice gracias? Gracias.
Ta bintiong. Ta bintiong.
Ta bindio.
Ta vinquio.
Ta
Vinquio
bindio.
para usted, tía.
Al momento de después de ya puede hilar, pues se presta pues para bailar.
Saying this is the process they're trying to compact the cotton, so then it's easier to make the thread.
So that's what here's the fingers together, spread it out, fold it over, spread it out, do that over and over. So that those fibers open and here, and that's when you're spinning. That's where you can draft it out and it'll be for the most part.
Sí, después no va. Como una hora
Así.
Sí, era lo único que había.
Antes en el pueblo y ese es el ritmo de
This rhythm that you used to hear in every house, and basically in the old days, no? In the old grandma's days, where everybody used to do it like this. Not anymore. Like we've lost it.
Sí, pero muy poco, muy poco, muy poco. Pues así ese era el proceso de hilar antiguamente.
This is the old process of making the thread.
Para hacerlos.
They said I was doing okay, so it's not the best.
You've been on this trip before.
I have. I've been on this trip at least 4 times. This is my 4th trip.
Is this the first time New Mexican natives and Arizona natives came as like a contingent?
Yes, this is the first time, to my knowledge, of Native Americans coming from the Southwest to experience and learn from the native peoples here, the indigenous peoples here. And from what I've seen, it's been kind of a more of an exchange, not just one group learning from the other, but both groups learning from each other.
So we had completely lost knowledge about dyeing, and we learned it through workshops. And then we started experimenting once we started getting a feel for it. Try out other plants that are around here.
Teñimos con corteza de nanche.
We also use nanche bark,
Concha de coco.
coconut shell,
Anís.
indigo,
Flor de cempasúchil.
marigold,
Camote silvestre.
wild kind of tuber,
Hueso de aguacate.
avocado seed,
Hueso de mamey también.
mamey seed, which we just were.
Las hojas del árbol del almendro.
The leaves of the almendro tree right
Las
here.
hojas.
The leaves.
Oh, what kind of DJ do you want?
Something with Oaxaca.
Oh, right. They'll have more on the beach, I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's very, a touristy beach.
So what do you think of this place?
This is the problem. And there won't be an ATM machine until... Yeah, so they use condor feather bones. She said we're accumulating a lot of stuff right now because we're hoping to go to the Santa Fe International Folk Art Market.
Oh, wow.
We're applying for that, and we may be admitted. And of course, you need a lot of merchandise to go do that. All right, we got interesting weaving going on here, right? Because she's got, this is beyond my technical knowledge. Anybody who knows more can describe what she's doing, but she's got multiple heddles so that she can create the designs here.
Spun commercially because the staple length is too short.
Interesting, yeah. And the Enamuso, where it was very short, but in San Juan, Colorado, that kind that Rosalba was talking about bringing back, it's long. We're using indigo to get this color, and they're using any old thread they can get, cheap thread, and now they don't want to pay the price. She said this is worth more, it costs more to make, it's better quality, but they're using cheaper stuff there. So she says I don't really sell them up there anymore. And there was a period of time, well, first of all, it used to take, antes, Teresa, cuando iba usted hace 20 años, ¿cuánto tiempo hacía para llegar a Iztayutla? ¿Cuánto tardaba?
¿Vale?
¿Cuánto tardaba para llegar a Iztayutla hace tiempo?
Salimos en Iztayutla a la 1 de la mañana.
Ajá.
Salimos de Iztayutla. A las 6 de la tarde llegamos a San José de las Flores. Caminando. A la 1 de la mañana.
Ajá.
Fui 2 veces con mi esposo caminando, no hay carro.
No hay carro.
De ahí en San José de las Flores, ahí nos quedamos hasta el otro día. Encontramos, hay una camioneta que sale temprano, sale a las 5 de la mañana. Entonces, hasta el otro día me salgo a San José para llegar a Mitepec.
So I'm asking her, how long did it take to get there? She said, well, it used to be, if we were in Iztayutla coming back, we'd start walking at 1 a.m. from Iztayutla, and at 6 p.m. we'd get to a place called San Jose de las Flores. So all morning, all day, and into the evening. And then at 6 p.m., we'd stay over the night there, and then the next day at 5 a.m., she said there used to be a pickup truck that could take you from there to Jamiltepec, and then Jamiltepec's on this highway, and then we get a ride there. So it's a 2-day journey back in the old days. Now there's a road that's paved, partially paved, that you can get up there in 3 or 4 hours. It's become much easier, like every place else. But there was a period of time this decade when it was a very dangerous road to travel. There was a lot of banditry going on that road. Up to the machine, that metal machine, if we have to go to the U.S. consulate, because they go to the States sometimes to get their visas, they stop her because and her keys are They're checking me out. Where you got? Where's the knife? Where's the? Están buscando metralleta, pistola. Y ahí tienes
Que le enseño esto.
And she remembered that, I had my keys.
Esa era de mi mamá.
Oh yeah, this is the one that's her mother's.
La de su boda.
From when her mother got married. So remember, married and buried, right?
Yeah. And notice,
so first of all, this is what you tie one of these up with. wrap around your waist.
Yo también tengo en la plaza, pero no me acordé de traerme. Pero sí tengo.
Note the difference. This is what.
Un nuevo también.
There you go. Here's a new one.
Un nuevo lo está guardando ahí. Gracias.
Gracias. Sí, bueno.
Ándele, doña. Ándele. Ándele.
Gracias.
Ándele, va que se bien, cuídense mucho.
A ustedes por visitarnos.
Gracias por la visita. Muchas gracias.
Okay, so we're taking these two boats. Preferably we split in even numbers. The what? Yeah. I hope you're not.
Estos son este que está aquí.
I'm gonna bring him back over.
Alright, success.
He said you couldn't get the ink out of it because it's squirted the ink.
Ya. Lo blanco es la tinta. Y luego se regresa otra vez a la sombra. ¿Igual? ¡Ey! Allá están unos grandes, allá lo voy a...
Vale, sí. Go, look at that, it's a nice big one. See the ink coming out? That white kind of foamy liquid is neurotoxin. Don't snort it.
Todo eso que está blanco, lo blanco, todo eso es la tinta.
That goop is the dye.
Detalla uno la parte de la panza para que él tenga una como una cosquilla y avienta, saque más la tinta. Y aquí va cambiando el color con el sol, ya te estás dando cuenta que ya se está volviendo verde. Puede tardar años y no le pega el sol, no se convierte en púrpura. Y hasta que lo saques al sol, entonces se va a convertir en púrpura.
He said it could be years that it stays that yellow color if it's, or green color if it's not exposed to sunlight.
¿Cucaracha del mar o lengua de perro?
Lengua de perro.
Ajá, lengua de perro.
O cucaracha del mar.
Sí, esa es su comida, es carnívoro.
That's its food. That's what it eats.
Cockroach of the sea or the...
Por eso él siempre está pegado al...
¿Cuántos caracoles necesitas para
este hilo?
finalizar? Sí.
Para este pequeño, como unos 100 caracolitos. Sí, porque para una madeja mediana son 300, una madeja mediana.
Ya aprendiste,
Se ve. Trained observer.
Ya lo reconoció. Ya se está convirtiendo verde. Caracol joven, cuando crecen de ese tamaño, lo máximo, unos 10, 15 centímetros lo más grande.
I think what I found on this trip that everything was really spectacular, amazing. The work the people did, reinvigorating myself to try and revive a lost technique, which is a backstrap. Zunis used to weave their belts with backstraps, and so to watch the ladies weave, how the setup is and the techniques they use for spinning. I think what really got me was that they have a lot of the same things culturally that we do have in the Pueblos, as far as like marriage clothing, how the men have to serve an office for a year, and a lot of similarities between the natives here in Oaxaca and the Pueblo natives in New Mexico. That gives me a push again to continue with what I'm doing.
So you found it inspiring?
Yes, inspiring to continue with pushing the revitalization of basketry in Zuni.
A las 6 de la tarde llegamos a San José de las Flores, caminando. A la 1 de la mañana. Fui 2 veces con mi esposo caminando, no hay carro.